超音速大陸間重工パンチ
Anime is a never-ending source of epicness, so with all of the crazy things that 2024 provided the anime community, I felt I had to at least highlight some of my favorite moments. Normally I wouldn't mention one show twice in a video like this, but some shows has been going absolutely crazy and that is why you will see them more than once. Please like and subscribe, and I would also love to hear your opinions on some of the best epic moments of 2024. It doesn't matter if it's a popular or unpopular anime as long as it's cool. Dungeon Meshi started off very light-hearted, and it is in fact light-hearted for the most part, but it also very quickly turns into something dark, and that darkness led to one of the most surprisingly epic encounters in the show. The initial main goal that kicked off the show was to rescue Frieren after she got eaten by a dragon, but after Mashle used an unorthodox technique to bring Frieren back to life and the lunatic magician got involved, it resulted in this situation. There isn't much to say about this, but it was brutal. When it comes to straight up fights, Dungeon Meshi would most likely be ranked last on this list, but as an entire anime, I enjoyed it the most out of any other new anime of 2024, and moments like this just amplifies the greatness of the show even more. Kaiju number 8 is a show that could have gotten multiple features in this video, but I chose to give the outro battle of the season the highlight. This fight also showcased why Shinomiya is such a great fighter, because just look at what her father is capable of. There were a few times in this fight that the general put the fear of God into our MC, but when the kaiju inside of Kafka started to lose control, the game completely changed. If Kafka wasn't such a good person, the general would have died on this day, but then again, this rage mode really makes me excited to see what else Kafka is still capable of doing, because it seems like he has only scratched the surface of his incredible kaiju power. Weatherman has so far been the most challenging opponent for Sanraku, so much so that he could have never defeated him without the help of his teammates. The other challenging thing must have been the work that the animators put into this fight, because we got to see some beautiful and crisp visuals in this one. Playing broken games for fun really prepared Sanraku for the virtual world of Shangri-La Frontier and for this troublesome boss battle. And what makes this so great is that Weatherman was supposed to be a boss for people who reached the middle of the game. Sanraku's journey has only started so far, and he managed to pull off this incredible feat, which just speaks volumes of what a skilled player he is. This anime was just so fun to watch for me. If the studio were to drop 100 episodes today, I would easily skip work and just watch this show all day, because just look at the greatness that was created here. Throughout the first season of Solo Leveling, Jinwoo had a wide variety of struggles and he came close to death on multiple occasions, but Igris stands above all of his other encounters and fights. If he were an ordinary dungeon explorer, this would have been his final fight from the first class, because he got absolutely molested. Even with his amazing OP leveling up ability, he had to dig beyond deep to get his W. Solo Leveling has been hyped up for a couple of years now, and what it delivered in those 12 episodes for sure justifies the hype. I cannot wait for the second season, because I believe things are about to get even crazier.
たり
I know it's most likely wrong that this is my third time mentioning this exchange between Kid and Shanks, but it just cannot be helped. Shanks has been a mystery in the power department for like 2 decades. We all knew he was powerful. He didn't exactly have 0 feats. Over the years he did a few things, but this was surely his most impressive display of power to date. Look, I fully understand that this was a mismatch from the get-go, but since Kid was 50% of the duo that put an end to Big Bomb's reign, I expected him to at least lay a finger on the red-haired Yonko. But at the end of the day, that 3 billion berry bounty meant absolutely nothing. Shanks did to Kid what Luffy did to Bellamy, but just on a grander scale. I wouldn't exactly call this an epic anime because it is more of a wholesome adventure fantasy to me, and it turned into my favorite anime of 2023. Even though I just said I wouldn't call this an epic anime, it has more than a few great moments that fall into the epic category, and this fight stands out to me the most. For the most part of Frieren Beyond Journeys, and Frieren suppresses her power, but during this fight with a clone, she had no choice but to showcase exactly what 1,000 years of learning magic looks like. So it was really exciting to see her on this scale and display what she is truly capable of doing. I still somehow feel that Frieren is capable of doing more, and this fight also demonstrated how dangerous and unhinged Frieren would be. I haven't really gotten into this season's anime yet, but Wistoria 1 and Sword got my attention very quickly, and I'm glad that I started watching it because it delivered one of the most fulfilling and satisfying beatdowns I've had the pleasure of witnessing in 2024. This anime feels a lot like a combination of Harry Potter, Black Clover, and Mashle. Our MC here has little to no magical ability, but he has trained his body to a point where he can go toe to toe with magic users. This fight was especially satisfying because he won a fight with what you may call the Draco Malfoy of this show. There are few things as fun to watch as seeing arrogant, egotistical characters get humbled. If you haven't had the chance of watching this yet, I suggest you get into it immediately because as you can see, it has solid animation and great fight scenes. Summer 2024 hasn't been as crazy as winter or spring, but Wistoria 1 and Sword definitely stands out as one of the more enjoyable new fantasy anime of this year. I've always had a like-dislike relationship with Bakugo's character, but the way he put his everything into this fight gave me no choice but to give him the highest levels of respect. But while Bakugo is the main attraction here, I would just like to mention how outrageous Shigaraki's abilities are, because during this fight his quirk was being suppressed and he still managed to put on a display that pushed back the likes of Miriko, Best Genius Bakugo, Edshot Mirio, and more. One thing that I always repeat and will always repeat is my love for a character putting everything on the line even while the odds are against them, and Bakugo did that in spades. Shigaraki was way out of the league of the young hero, but he showed his grit and determination and put on a show worthy of bringing tears to the eyes of any anime watcher. Well, what can I say? One Piece shows its face again. I would apologize, but I won't, because One Piece has dropped the purest levels of heat in these last few months and it won't be ignored. You know, Garp almost makes it look like he has a devil fruit ability, because what type of psychopath launches an entire navy warship from the sea with a single punch? He then went on to deliver his first named attack, and at this point it basically looked to me like this was his warm up, because right after this he went on to fight Aokiji.
Impact!
Look, say what you want to say about Aokiji, but he is definitely one of the strongest characters in the show. His devil fruit is OP, but it didn't even look like the ice was bothering the legendary marine. Yeah, I don't know how this fight is gonna end, but I'm highly impressed with Monkey D. Garp. I just hope this fight doesn't go the Law and Blackbeard route. As I have said in one of my other videos, I want a full fight because we as One Piece fans deserve to see this. The Hashira training arc for the most part was mild compared to the other seasons of Demon Slayer, which is completely understandable because this was like 7 episodes of our heroes training, but episode 8 had enough excitement to make up for the energy of the entire season. I know Demon Slayer is wildly known for its beautiful animation, but this episode somehow still managed to raise the bar. It was just back-to-back greatness that we got to experience. We got to see Muzan in action. He didn't do much, but he did enough to really showcase that final boss energy. Then we got to see the short exchange between Gyume and Muzan, which was reminiscent of the Tengen Gyutaru fight. I am a big One Piece fan, and I know the majority of One Piece fans won't accept this, but I feel this could be the episode of the year. But I have to say, my favorite part throughout all of the chaos is the magnificent entrance of Zenitsu. I know it is only about 14 seconds long, but it is one of the coldest 14 seconds I have ever witnessed in my life. This Infinity Castle arc is about to deliver some of the dopest moments in new gen anime, and I'm just so happy that I chose to invest my time into Demon Slayer instead of hating it because it is popular, because I would have sorely missed out on a wonderful experience.